So I'm someone that has listed about 52 low content books on my Amazon KDP account. And these 52 books that I listed them using Bookbolt. So if you're watching this video, you should already know bookbolt.io. You can see their logo up on the screen here. That was what I used to publish these 52 books on my Amazon KDP account. But the thing here is that on my old Amazon KDP account, I already published about 63 low content books there, and I did those ones with my own research, with my own design, without Bookbolt. So what I'm gonna do in this video is that I'm gonna go into these two accounts. I'm gonna show you guys screenshots from the account where I used Bookbolt. I'm gonna show you guys how much I made from that account in the last 5 months. And then I'm going to show you guys the account that I didn't use Bookbolt, how much I actually made in the last 5 months, so that you can see for yourself these two accounts and actually get to decide by yourself whether or not Bookbolt actually makes a difference, whether or not Bookbolt is actually worth the money, whether it's actually something you're going to need as someone that is out there trying to make money online as a publisher on the Amazon KDP platform. So I'm going to show you all these things in this video, and when you're done seeing all these things, you're going to be able to decide on whether or not Bookbolt is something you're going to use. And I want to mention here that when you actually make that decision on whether or not Bookbolt is something you're going to use, and you actually happen to decide that Bookbolt is something you want to go and use, what I recommend is you use a coupon link to actually save yourself about 20% off. So it's a discount link. You're going to actually get 20% off. That way you don't get to pay the full money. So the link is going to be first link you're going to see down below in the description. So when you're done watching this video and you've seen the results, and you actually make your decision, and you actually heard other things that I'm going to tell you about Bookbolt here, you actually make your final decision, you can actually use that link. It's going to be first link down below in the description. Now that I've said all that, I'm going to get the review started right away. But before I get started, I want you guys to hit the like button. And not just that, also go down below in the comments and make sure you ask me any questions you're going to have here, because I'm going to talk about a lot of things that I've actually experienced myself using Bookbolt here. This is my Bookbolt review. So if at any point you happen to have any questions, you can ask me down below in the comments. I'm going to be there to answer all your questions. So now that I've said that, I'm now going to get the video started. So how I ran into Bookbolt is that actually on a finance YouTube channel, I run multiple online businesses. And on this My Finance channel, a lot of my viewers were constantly telling me about Amazon KDP. So that was when I decided to start looking into Amazon KDP. So I bought courses, watched videos, did a lot of learning. When I started practicing what I did there, that was when I actually did those 63 videos. So I was doing those things with my own brain, with my own head, with things that I've actually gotten from courses, not really very high standard. And after doing those 63, that was when I finally ran into Bookbolt while I was still doing research on Google. So I created a brand new Amazon KDP account, and then I used it alongside Bookbolt. I used Bookbolt for the whole research, the creation, the listing. So Bookbolt literally told me, create this book is selling and all. And what I basically did was I focused on looking at the best-selling books, what's selling. Then I actually copied the keywords of those particular books, look at what keywords they're using, what their book covers look like. And I use Bookbolt to basically recreate something like that, or something similar, something very similar. Use the same tags, the same type of description, the same everything. I'm just basically copying what's working. So when I started using Bookbolt to do these things, that was when I published the next 52 books. And since publishing those 52 books, 5 months has passed, and that is how I've actually come to the point where I'm recording this video here, trying to share with you guys my experience and actually show you guys what the accounts that I built without Bookbolt has made in 5 months, and what the accounts that I built with Bookbolt has made in 5 months as well, so that you're gonna see whether Bookbolt is really worth it, whether Bookbolt is really going to have any impact on your Amazon KDP journey as someone that is trying to make money online using Amazon KDP and low content books. So to be clear here, from the time that I was done publishing the 52 books, 5 months has passed. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys screenshots that I took from these two Amazon KDP accounts. But before I get on to doing that, I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons, because this wouldn't be a full Bookbolt review if I don't talk about the pros and the cons. Because personally, I'm someone that has used the Bookbolt, and I've actually made a list of the things that I liked and the few things that I didn't like. So I'm going to walk you guys through what those things are, so that you're going to be able to know what to expect when you actually go out there and actually pay for Bookbolt and actually try to use Bookbolt on your own Amazon KDP business right there. So I'll quickly go over the pros, the cons, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the results from the two accounts. So for the pros, the first thing that I must mention as a pro here that comes with using Bookbolt is the fact that Bookbolt is easy to use. So I'm someone that has been on the internet for a long time. I've used a lot of software, and I know that the problem that most of them have is that most of the time they are very hard to use. It's hard for people to understand, but Bookbolt is very easy to use. Like, it's very simple. So that's the first pro. That's something that I liked. And now that I've talked about that, second pro here is the fact that they have inbuilt design tools right here. So it's not very often that you see those kind of inbuilt design tools and features that you see inside of Bookbolt. So Bookbolt has a very, very good design studio. I use it to make very, very nice coloring books, journals and all. They look very, very nice. So they have a very, very nice and functional inbuilt design tool. That's the second thing that I liked right here. And the third thing right here is the fact that they have very, very good customer support that's going to reply you, that's going to help you solve your problems. They're going to make sure they get everything solved right there. So that is third pro. And the fourth and final pro here is the fact that they have very, very good tutorials. So they have tutorials on almost everything. They even have some tutorials that are 1 hour long. So they actually have good tutorials. And these are the top 4 things that I really, really liked while I was using Bookbolt. And for the things that I didn't like, which are the cons. So the first thing that I must mention here when it comes to the cons, which are the things that I didn't like while I was using Bookbolt, is first of all the fact that their user interface looks sometimes in some parts too rigid right there. So I feel like they can actually do a little bit of an improvement when it comes to their user interface. And apart from that, the second thing that I must mention here is the fact that on the chat section on their website, when you actually try to chat with someone, like the live chat section, sometimes it's gonna take long for you to actually get someone to talk to you. I feel like they should improve on that as well. And those are the 2 major things that I didn't really like while I was using them. And I feel like they can improve on these things. But apart from these 2 things, there is nothing much. If there's anything else that I see in the future, because I'm still using them, I'm going to make a new video and update to this one, and I'm gonna upload it right here. But for now, those are the pros, those are the cons. And now that I've talked about the pros and the cons, we're gonna go ahead and talk about finally the results right here. So for the results, the image you're gonna see on the screen right now is from my Amazon KDP account, the one where I had 63 books. So what I did was I watched YouTube videos. I took like Udemy courses, cheap courses like $20, $10 courses on Amazon KDP, and that was where I got the information of what I was doing. So I was making little sales from here and there, and in the space of 5 months, this is it right here, about $400 and something. I think it's $400 something, but you're gonna see the correct numbers on the screen because I'm gonna take a screenshot and put it here for you guys to see. So you can see about $400 in 5 months from the old account. So that's from the old account, and the one you're gonna see on the screen right now right here is from the new account. And this is the account where I published 52 books with Bookbolt. So what I did was, like I said earlier, I used Bookbolt to do the research. I use it to do the creation, that's to copy what I found that's working, and then I use it to list because they have the listing tool. When I list right there, I actually repeat the process again. I do a lot of books right there. So all these books are out there. And when some of them pick up, when they're actually picked up by the search engines, when people search for things on Amazon, they find my books, they buy. And that is why I've actually made this amount of money in 5 months. That's like $1,000 something a month without doing anything, just copying people, right? So this is 5 months income, 5 months income for people who don't want to use Bookbolt. Right, so basically the point is that Bookbolt works right here. It has worked for me, and I know a couple of my friends that it actually works for, so I recommend it. But like I said, if you want to save some money, if you've been thinking on whether to use it or not, and you feel like you would take action if you kind of got some discount, there's gonna be a discount down below in the description. The coupon link I talked about earlier in the beginning of the video, the link right there is going to save you 20% off. So go ahead and use the link, pay maybe for the longest plan possible so that you get to save that 20% for the longest period possible. That's just a money saving trick for you guys. And yes, now that I've told you guys all that, that is my review right there. That is my results. It worked for me. It actually gives you information on what's working. It shows you the keywords that this particular product is using. Like, it's very, very specific, and that is something that you don't find everywhere. And yes, guys, if you have any questions about Bookbolt, you can ask me down below in the comments. But for now, I think it's gonna be a bye-bye from here. Please leave me a like here if you found my video informative. And for now, I'll see you guys in the comments. Let's go. Stay safe out there. Peace out.